So we're looking at techniques used to manage the computer memory. Which methods that the operating system used to manage the computer memory? The first one we have what called partitioning, or you could call it memory partitioning. That is one. We have what to call paging. We have segmentation, and we have virtual. These are the methods that the operating system uses in order to manage how the computer memory is used. Now, partitioning means dividing the computer memory into different what? Into small sections, so that instructions and data can be kept in different sections of the memory to avoid mixing them up. Now we want to look at what paging means, segmentation and virtual memory. What is paging? Paging is this. Paging is when the computer memory is divided into different sections of the same sizes. So here, let's assume this is our memory. We have RAM of 6 GB. RAM of 6 GB. Now, if the operating system decides to use paging as a method of splitting the memory, it means that all these these sections that will be created, or different what areas or subdivisions of the memory, what we call partitions, will be having the same sizes. So this will be 2 GB, 2 GB, and then 2 GB. Let's assume our RAM is 8 GB. And then this here also 2 GB. You see? So the memory has been split into different sections, but each of them has got the same size. So the memory is divided into different sections, but the sections have got fixed sizes. That's paging. However, with paging, you don't only split the memory into equal sizes. You must also split the job. So let me assume we have job A or task A, which is supposed to be performed by the task A, which needs to be performed by the computer here. Or we have a program, we have program A. We have program A that is running on the computer and its instructions need to be done. So program A or job A obviously cannot be performed unless if it goes to the main memory and then goes to the processor. But here, if you're using paging, after splitting the memory into equal sizes, we shall also split the job into equal sizes. So you may find we shall get job A1, A2, A3, A4. Let's assume this job has got around 6 instructions. It has got 6 instructions. So here, each instruction will, all the instructions will be divided, and each instruction will have the same what? The same size also. But the size of the instruction or the job must be able to fit into the size of the memory sections. So here we shall divide the program or the job into different parts. And each part, or the parts now will be obviously the instructions. Each instruction will be of the same size. So here, if we decide this is, each instruction is 1 GB, 1 GB, 1 GB, we have split the program into different what? Parts, and each part has the same what? Size. You see? And fits into the sections of the memory. Now, these are referred to as job pages. These are referred to as job pages. Why? Because we have split the job using paging. So the smaller jobs you get are called job pages. Then these ones here are called memory pages. They're called memory pages. So these different sections here of the memory, after splitting it up into the same sizes, these are called memory pages. They're referred to as the memory pages. These ones here, they're referred to as the memory pages from here up to here. These are called memory pages. A page is just basically part of the job or part of the memory that you get after splitting the job into equal sizes or different parts of the same size, or what the part of the memory you get after splitting the memory into smaller sections of equal sizes. So these are called memory pages. Memory pages. They're called memory pages. Now, the reason why we split both into equal sizes is to enable the different job pages. Job pages means different parts of the job to be able to fit here. Now, if they fit here, what's the advantage of that? Number one, if they fit here, it means that these job pages don't have to be arranged one after another. Don't have to be arranged inside the memory from one part of the memory after another, like this. No. We can have these what? These job pages scattered within the memory. We can have the first part here, maybe it came in first. When the first part of A, the first instruction of A came in, it was put in the first part of the memory. Then maybe there's another job whose instruction came in, maybe job B. You get? Maybe B also was split into B1 and what? And B2. So here, if I had a second job, job B, which also wanted to use the memory, and it was split into what? Into B1 and B2. You see? We can have A1, part of the first instruction which needs to be done in program A, can be put in the memory and to be attended to. Then, in case the other instructions of A are not yet ready to be done, but B has got instruction B1 which is ready, we can bring in B1 and B1 will be put there. Then the processor will attend to it. Then next time if the second instruction in program A is ready to be done, then we can bring it inside here. Then the third part of A might be need to be done. We can bring it here. You see? So in this case, there are two advantages or two things I want to note here. The different parts of job A have been put into sections that are not after another. Sections that are not what? Neighboring each other. They have been put in the memory sections, what you call memory what? Partitions, that are not neighboring each other. Now this means that these two jobs, A1 and A2, since they are in the memory sections that are not neighboring each other, they are occupying what we call non-contiguous memory. Non-contiguous memory. So in paging, data and instructions in the memory can occupy non-contiguous memory. What does that mean? That different instructions of the same job don't have to be put in the memory locations that are neighboring each other, or to be put one after another in the memory, the main memory. Why is that good? Why is that good? If this was segmentation, then if A1 was the first instruction to be done and B1 comes as a second instruction, if A3 comes as a third instruction, if it was segmentation, B1 will have to be shifted from where it is, so that A2 can be next to A1, and then B1 will be shifted. I'll tell you why. This means that The jobs here must occupy contiguous memory in segmentation. The jobs coming from one similar job must always, or the tasks coming from one task must always occupy contiguous memory, one after another. I'm going to show you why. You get? And that causes shifting of jobs in the memory, which uses a lot of the processing power, and sometimes can even damage the hard disk. So here in paging, we don't need to keep the jobs of the same job close to each other. No, they can occupy non-contiguous memory. Then another advantage for paging is this. You can literally see that because we split the memory into equal sizes, you find that different instructions of different jobs can be able to be put in the memory and be attended to. You see, B2 came, A1 came, B2 came, and it's being attended to. So it means that here, what happens in paging is that only part of the instruction needed to be put in the memory or to be done is the only one which will be put there. You don't put the entire program and you put A here in the memory. Then you avoid others from what? From using the memory. You say A, program A is there and it's occupying all the memory. No, you can put different parts of what? Different programs into the memory. Why? Because only part of the program or job that needs to be done will be only instruction to be put in the memory when we are using paging, because they fit there. So it is easy to put them anywhere. And actually that's the reason why different instructions of different jobs can be put in the memory, because they don't have to be put one after another. They can be put anywhere. So that's another advantage for paging. So these are called job pages, and these are called memory pages. The job pages fit into the memory pages, but they don't have to occupy. If the job pages are inside the memory, they don't have to occupy contiguous memory, so they can occupy non-contiguous memory. Now, when you come to segmentation, for segmentation, things change. If you have program A that needs to be performed in segmentation, the memory, first of all, will be split into different sizes. You may find one part is maybe 2 GB, another part is maybe 4 GB, like that, or 6 GB. Here, it one might be 6 GB. Then here, this one might be 2 GB. See, the memory positions or the memory sections, can be split into different sizes. Don't have to be split in equal sizes. Now, what does that mean? This means that in paging, first of all, the instructions coming into the memory must always occupy contiguous memory. They have to be one after another. That is a must. Yeah? So if I'm putting A1 here, and next time I put B1, B1 here. Why are I putting B1 here? It's because of this. The jobs of A1 might be 1 GB. B2 might be 4 GB. So it means B2 here will be in that section because it has 4 GB and this section has got 6 GB. So B2 can fit there. B2 can't fit here. But then A2 comes. When A2 comes, maybe A2 is 5 GB. If A2 is 5 GB, it means that B2 will be moved from here. We shall put A2 here. Then this will turn to 5 to give us 7 GB. Then it means B1 is supposed to be here. I mean, B2 will have to be shifted to be put here. But B2 does not what? Even fit there. So let's assume instead, because now B2 is 4 GB, it may not even be what? Fit here, but it had to be what? Shifted. So now the shifting that is going on is because different jobs have different sizes in segmentation. Even the memory has got different sizes. So if a job does not fit in the free space, then we have to combine spaces to come up with enough space that where that job can fit. Let's assume B2 is coming and is maybe 6 GB from what we are seeing here, and A2 is done. If A2 is done, to be removed. But then B2 is 6 GB, it can't fit in any of these sections, which means now these sections must be what? Combined to create what? Enough space. So this now will become what? I think 7 GB, I think, I'm so sure. Then here, we shall get B2 fitting. I'm just showing an example. B2 will fit there. Now, from what you're seeing here, the memory has been split into different sizes. The jobs also can have different sizes. So in order for the jobs to make sure they are put in the memory positions where they can fit very well, jobs must be shifted, or memory positions must be, empty memory positions must be combined. Empty memory positions must be combined. Sometimes even jobs might be shifted. For example, let's assume here we have B. B may be B2, but the job which is coming can't fit here and can't fit here. But if you combine these two, it can fit. Maybe it's a 3 GB and it's a 3 GB. Then I have a job here, A, which is 6 GB, which is coming in. If B1 is coming in here, it can't fit here, it can't fit here. So what will the computer do? It will shift B2 downwards here. And then these empty positions will be combined to get 6 GB, 3 GB and 3 GB, and then shall have B1 put here. So now in segmentation, that's not the problem. Jobs must always be shifted. If they cannot fit, if the new jobs cannot what? Cannot fit in the available empty memory positions, then the jobs in the memory will be shifted to create enough what? Free space where the new jobs can fit. Now we have what called virtual memory also. Virtual memory. What is virtual memory now? Computers can also use what called virtual memory. Virtual memory is used when paging and segmentation are being used, but the jobs cannot fit or are not able to use the memory at that time. Why? Either I don't fit there, or the memory is full and they have nowhere to be put. For example, let's assume our memory already has values A1, A2, B1, and B2, but there's a job coming which is S6. When S6 is trying to come into the memory is already full. So it won't be put there. What will the computer do? The computer will not leave S6, because S6 once got the memory, so it can be processed. What the computer will do, if it leaves it here, the processor will never process S6, only that S6 is ready to be processed. What the operating system will do is to get S6 and take it to what we call virtual memory. It will take it and keep it on the surface of the hard disk. This will be the hard disk. That's why it will put what? S6, and S6 will leave this place. So now S6 will be on the hard disk. Temporarily, for a short time there, as the operating system is waiting for any job to leave the memory. So it will be put there. Then later, if a job leaves the memory, S6 can be shifted and brought back to can be shifted from the hard disk and put back into the memory. Now, this process here of keeping instructions and data on the hard disk when the memory is full, it's called virtual memory. Why? Because for us, since S6 has been shifted here, it will be quicker for it to go to the processor than when to remain here. So for us, we shall think that the memory is very full of the computer. We shall have that thinking that the computer memory is too huge, yet it's not too huge. You get? It's because the jobs are being taken to the hard disk and they're being attended too quickly. From the hard disk, they're being taken to the memory and they're being attended too quickly. So for us, we shall assume that the memory is so big, yet it's not so big. This is what happens also when you open programs like GTA, which are very, very huge on the computer, Power DVD. but the computer attends to them and does not hang. Why? Because it's most of their instructions, in case the memory is full, they will be put here on the hard disk in what called the virtual memory. Then later they will be taken to the memory and they will be attended to more quickly than when they remained here, where they are kept. That's how virtual memory works. When is it used? It can be used when the memory is full and then data and instructions want to be taken in the memory. So they will be put there in the virtual memory. Secondly, it can also be used when there's an instruction coming into the memory, but then there's one instruction which is not active or which is not very necessary. So the computer can shift it and bring it here. For example, here, if you have A2 which is redundant, it can be shifted and brought here. So that maybe the new instruction F4 can have space for it to be put. So I'll be sending you videos on virtual memory and paging and segmentation. So the videos I want to be sending you are very good. They're from very good lecturers. They'll be even explaining more to make you stronger. So you can either watch mine and also you go and watch their videos to make you stronger. Mine is just an introduction to give you a hint on what these concepts are. Then for them to even make you understand more. So I really request you to watch those videos. So we are ending there for today.
So I have a question.
Yes.
If you don't mind, could you